YouTube channel. It is ClickBait here with another video. You guys, in this video today I will be giving you a little bit of story time, and in this story time I will be telling you guys about how I got caught with a fake ID on my birthday in Chicago. You guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any requested content, leave it in the comment section below, or I'll also have my social medias on the screen, and you can go ahead and instant message me, direct message, whatever you want to call it, on any of my other social medias. Okay, so first I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of background. I was born in Canada. I was born in Canada, and I never had a state ID because I currently live in the United States, Michigan to be exact. And so with me being born in Canada, it's a long process to get citizenship, and my mom was like super lazy about getting the process started, so I just didn't even like try to go for it myself because I was so dependent on my mom. But I knew I was getting older and older, and without a state ID you can't do shit, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, this was my 21st birthday that this happened. So that's a little bit of background. Like, I didn't have a state ID, I didn't have my driver's license or anything. All I had was a school ID. I know you guys are gonna be wondering, like, well, how did you get jobs and this, that, and the third? None of the jobs that I've ever had, none of them actually tripped about me not having a state ID, except for this one job. I was pissed because it was like $16 an hour, and yeah, I couldn't do it because I didn't have a state ID. So I was like really pissed about that. But other than that, any of the other jobs that I've had, it's never been a big issue, which is still no excuse. But to get citizenship, you have to do a big document, and it's like $1,000. So mind you, because my mom and dad, they didn't fill out the paperwork, I'm thinking like, why the fuck should I pay $1,000 to do this when I think my mom should do it? You guys, my dad is deceased, so that's why I'm not really blaming him for anything. God rest his soul. But, and it's not just my mom's fault. I think both of my parents should have held accountability, and they should have had it done when I was young, seeing that they were U.S. citizens the whole time. So, I decide it's my 21st birthday, and I want to go out of town, and I want to go to a club. So I know no one that looks like me. Like, I know how, like, I have a sister. She's 23. I'm about to be 22. I could have used her ID, but how can I use her ID if I wanted her to come to the club with me? You know what I'm saying? So that wouldn't have worked. My friends, I wanted them to come to the club with me, so it's like I can't use their ID and still have them come to the club with me. So I decide, I know this guy that does fake IDs, let me contact him. So he says, yeah, it'll be $80. I'm like, okay, that ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? I'll pay $80 to get a fake ID. So get the fake ID or whatever, and he says that it's not going to be a Michigan ID, which is, like I said, where I reside in. I say, okay, that's perfectly fine. So he never told me it would be a Chicago. Mind you, this is where I got caught up in with the fake ID. He never said it would be a Chicago fake ID. He purposely didn't make it Michigan because his thing was, if I make it Michigan, too many people in Michigan, they study IDs, like securities study Michigan IDs because that's solely where they are. So I didn't think to say, oh yeah, make sure you don't do Chicago because that's where I'm going. So he never said, he just said that it wasn't going to be Michigan. I said, okay. I didn't have a problem with that because I was going to lie and say I'm from out of town. You know what I'm saying? So he does a fake ID. I go to get it, and I realize it's Chicago, and I say, what the fuck? I'm pissed as fuck now because it's like, I know this is Chicago, but I'm like, okay, you know what? Whatever. I'll still give it a shot, see how it works. So give him the $80. It was a week before going to Chicago. So go to Chicago. It's my birthday weekend. I'm turning 21. Guys, pause for this video. Shout out to me because it's now 2019. This was 2018. I now have my state ID. I have my driver's license. and I have a passport, so fuck that. No, that was so ratchet. But so I now have all of that taken care of. I now have all of that taken care of. So back to the story. So go to Chicago, and it's my birthday weekend. I decided I want to go to Sugar Factory because I've never been. And you guys, I had the time of my life at Sugar Factory. I was drunk. I was drunk with my mom, and it was crazy because, yeah, my mom is like godly, so like, yeah. But I was drunk, and I tried to cover it up so good. Like, I'm not drunk, mom. So Sugar Factory, I used a fake ID. It worked 100%. I'm like, sweet. Shout out to him. Shout out to my $80. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Okay, whoop whoop. So tried to use fake ID. It worked. So I'm like, you know what, bet this shit worked at Sugar Factory. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to the club with this. So I knew I couldn't test a casino out. I knew a casino would have been way too strict. But mind you, it's a fake Chicago ID, and I'm in Chicago, and I don't know how strict they are or anything. So go back to the room. My sisters and them, they decide they don't want to go out. So it's just me and Bae. We're like, okay, let's go out together. So I asked my sister, I said, can you drop us off, and like we'll just live back so it won't be too late for you to like come like drive and get us or whatever. And she said, yeah, sure, I could come get you too. I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get fucked up, so I'm not trying to come back at like 2 in the morning. I'm trying to come back at 8 a.m. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no. But okay, so we get dropped off, and the lines is so fucking long. Mind you, I'm looking like a fucking thought because it's my birthday and I just want to show my ass. Not literally show my ass, but I want to get fucked up. I want it to be a bad bitch. I'm actually finna show y'all what the fuck my little thought ass wore. Mind you, it's like 20 degrees in Chicago. My birthday is April 1st, so it's springish, but it's still cold as fuck because Michigan and Chicago, they're cold places. So what happened? Sorry, y'all, I'm having a freaking brain fart. It's been a long day today. But okay, so we're in the line. It's super cold. My boo, she not stole, but like she got her mom's ID. Her mom looks just like her, like they're identical, literally. So she got her ID or whatever. And so we in line, the lines is long, we waiting. One, I'm already shivering, plus being nervous, so you be jittery because you're nervous. I'm just shaking and shit, like, I hope this work. So I get in the line or whatever, and my friend, not my friend, but because it was just me and my boo, so my boo, she went ahead and showed her ID, and they was like, okay, you're good. So the guy, I was next, he looked at my ID, and he looked at it, and then he looked at me, and he passed it to another guy, the other security, and he was like, pull her over to the side. And I'm like, oh shit, y'all, I'm about to like go to fucking jail for this bullshit. So he passed him the other ID, and he said, we're not letting you in. I said, why not? He said, because this is faking, you're underage. I said, I'm not underage, I just turned 21. Mind y'all, I wasn't lying, I was really 21, but it was a fake ID, so you know what I'm saying? So he's like, I'm not giving you this back, or we can call the police and they can come give it to you. And I'm like, you know what, bro? You right. I'm just gonna walk away. So me and boo, we walked away, and I'm sour as fuck because I'm like, bruh. And this was like on a Saturday. I still had Sunday I wanted to go out for it and get drinks. So I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? So I know it was early or whatever, and like I was embarrassed to call my sister and say, come get us. So like we went back to the hotel room and we stayed. We just like went to the hotel and we acted like we didn't get in until 4 in the morning. Mind you, we got back to the hotel at like 1 o'clock because it didn't work. Like, I couldn't go out because I got the ID taken. So we at the hotel, we get back to the hotel like 12. I'm like, I'm gonna set an alarm to text my sister, because she's one of them, text me when you get here, text me when you do this. Ooh, so I make an alarm to text her at 4:30 and say, just got to the hotel. So I set the alarm. I fell asleep. Like, we just drank Hennessy, laid up, did what we do, and I fell asleep. And I had the alarm. The alarm went off at 4. I texted my sister and said, just got back to the hotel. I'm safe. Good night. And so she was like, oh, you turned up. And I'm like, it was an interesting night. So the next day, she was like, so how did the night go? And she asked us, and we're just like, it was quite a night. And it was just funny, y'all, because I could have went to jail. Luckily, I didn't talk back as much because I got a loud ass mouth on me. Like, I got a crazy little mouth. But I knew I didn't want to get myself caught up into nothing, so I just knew it was best to shut up. So I shut up gracefully. And so that was that. I went back to Michigan. I'm like, you know what, I gotta get my shit together. So I ended up getting my ID stuff together, and now I have, like I said, my ID, my driver's license, my passport, all of that plus more. And yeah, so this was a crazy experience, bro. Y'all, don't get fake IDs. Like, just don't do it, because no, I feel like I could have went to jail if I didn't walk a little bit faster. So you guys, this was my story time. If you have any questions or anything, leave it in the comments. Please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thank you so much.